RoadGlideSully here. I gotta come up with a new intro. I don't know why. I just don't really care for that one. RoadGlideSully here. Like, as opposed to there. Anyway, just now leaving the first pipe meetup in the Drip. That's right. Dripping Springs, Texas. Ended up just Eric and myself. That is the Road King Piper and myself. And we had a nice time. We were there for probably, I don't know, a few hours, give or take. But yeah, we had a good time. Lots of talking, shared some pipe tobacco with each other. Got to try some things that we hadn't tried before, and that was just with two of us. So I can imagine if we get more. It sounded like there were a couple of other folks that might have been interested in coming. It was very short notice. My bad. I realized that it was very short notice. And so one of the things that we talked about was the idea of, you know, putting pen to paper, looking at the calendar, and figuring out a date that's further out in the future, so that we can, you know, maybe give people a little bit more of an opportunity to make plans to come. It's a nice little venue, nice and quiet. They serve beer and wine. They have a cigar humidor as well. I'll probably show you some video that I caught of the place just to kind of give you an idea of the layout. But we just kind of sat back, relaxed. We did not do any videos there. Frankly, just kind of forgot. We were having such a good conversation. And the really weird part for me was the idea that this is really the first time that he and I have actually met in person. We have talked before via Zoom, but not in-depth conversations. But it really felt like I was getting back together with a buddy that I've known for years. So we're going to do another one in the future, not too far off future. Eric, it was great to meet you in person. I'm glad we got the opportunity to peel off from, you know, things like responsibility, you know, things that, you know, our better halves wanted us to do today, as opposed to going and sitting at a cigar lounge and doing nothing for a, you know, few hours or so. I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule and making the trip to the Drip. Hey, we actually covered a few topics, and I've got a couple of video ideas or topic ideas for a few videos as a result. So if you are in an area where there is another member of the YTPC, I highly recommend that you take, you know, a couple of hours out of your schedule and go have a pipe with them. Not only will you have the opportunity to make a new friend, but, you know, you'll have an opportunity to maybe come up with some new ideas and learn a few things. And so I learned a couple of things from Mr. Rana today. I have some food for thought on even things like smoking a pipe and just general life. So it was a great idea. I'm glad we did it. I recommend that you do it too. Check out the YTPC map. It's ytpc.roadglidesully.com. It's not branded me. The only reason it's RoadGlideSully is because I own that domain, and I figured it was a lot easier than you know, googlemaps.com/xiz467/ ? You get it. You get it. So ytpc.roadglidesully.com. Check out your area. Check out any areas you're going to. I originally made that map with the idea that, if you travel somewhere and you want to know who's in your area, that you could use that map to kind of figure out, get a lay of the land of where you're going. But the interesting part was that when Eric and I both threw out this meetup, I had a couple of people that responded that said that they're kind of interested in maybe coming to Austin, that are not necessarily in the Austin area, but aren't too far off. Texas is a big state, so there's a lot of places you could be from in Texas and still be a few hours away. But there looked like there was some interest, and so we're going to try to plan something in the future. So keep your eyes peeled if you're in Texas for a meetup. We'll try to vocalize it a little bit earlier, and maybe a little bit more often, to see if we can get some folks to come meet up with us. And I will tell you, if you haven't been to Austin and you're not in this area, you might still want to check out a meetup here, because where we are in Dripping Springs, it's beautiful hill country. There's a lot of things to do. There's a bunch of distilleries, a bunch of craft breweries, lots of things to do in the area. So if you're just looking for a long weekend, maybe you got some airline points that you need to use, this would be a great place to do it. So again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, that's all I got for you, even though I keep having more for you. But until next time, keep that rubber side down. I'm RoadGlideSully.